Hello. Let's see. Are we live? Are we live? Are we going live? I think we should be live. My phone just went off. That's good. All right. Hey. Let's switch to the webcam. Hello everyone. Today is Friday, March 9th. And it's about like 1 p.m. I'm going to be just streaming some stuff. I'm not exactly sure what I will be working. Actually, I've got a few ideas I want to be working on. I kind of feel like it's a typical Friday. Everything's a bit slow today. Yeah. What have I been up to? So yesterday was Note School in the evening, which I hung out at. Day before was Rust hacking day, evening, also in the evening, both at Mozilla, which is kind of fun. Hey Simon, cool, you're here. Yeah, what did I do? I just been working on some Chew stuff. Yeah, yesterday, this person that has worked on some major like news websites did a demo of some progressive web app Chew stuff. Which is informing some like really good decisions for how to model Chew version 7. Actually, I can show the roadmap for that. I think the contemporary, the placeholder roadmap. Hey Dan, nice of you to join. Yeah. So I don't really have a plan for today. There's a few code things that we could like work on. Damn it, you can't read the text while this is happening. Yeah. I'm not going to be streaming for too long. Probably like an hour or so. Because I haven't gone to the gym yesterday or the day before. And my body's like, hey Josh, you should really go to the gym. So I'm going to go at like 2:30, maybe 3 p.m. for like an hour. Just a quick swim. Yeah. Light's a bit weird today also. Yeah, so Chew version 7. First we got land components, which I created a PR for like 2 days ago, so we can like review that. We need an asynchronous toString method for server rendering, so you can like pass it some state and it like works async, and you can like wait for async stuff. All templates should return a promise. So if we're gonna do like full-on async rendering, it's gonna be like a lot of fun. So the fun thing about promises is that they're not really async. They're sort of async. They're like the moment your stack runs out, the promises resolve, which can still be inside the same frame, which makes this kind of fun. Single export of App Store component HTML raw. Yeah, so Chew started off as like being 2 exports, and now we have like 5, maybe 7 eventually. It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff. So, yep. And then finally, we gotta fix some of our event stuff because that's kind of broken. Actually, gotta post that on my website. Blog. No. Nope. Here, articles. There we go. History. So here's like this quick article about some stuff. Oh my god, I really like my website. I forgot it. It's good. Yeah. So we got I think we have to like write a second article, which is about front-end architecture in general, which I've started work on yesterday. People from near firm were like, hey Josh, could you perhaps like write an article about like this front end stuff you've been talking about? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. So I've started work on that here. Browser state is it called? JSON articles JSON. So it doesn't exist yet. Anyway, bull. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? Sorry, I've just been talking. I haven't like really asked. People having a good Friday, nice and relaxed, or I'm just doing a really lazy Friday. Been start watching Jessica Jones yesterday after I came back from note school, like 2 episodes in. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm a big Marvel fan. Well, fan is maybe like the wrong word. I enjoy their things. All right. Oh, here's another fun one. We now have the bell thing under the Wooshhh organization. So bell is our rendering thing. And the idea is we're going to rename this to nano HTML and include the transform package to do the thing. Maybe we should like start there. Just rebase onto this. Yeah. So the idea is for Wooshhh 7 that we're just going to streamline everything people are doing and just make it really neat. So people can like, I don't know, just feels a bit better. Because like Wooshhh 4 was a bit weird. I think Wooshhh 4 is when we made like the biggest breaking changes. Because we moved to a completely new architecture instead of like subscriptions, effects, and like what was the other one? Actions. We just went into event emitter, and we had like immutable state and like mutable state, and that was just like so much simpler. Wooshhh v4 plus Wooshhh 1 to 3. Turned out this was like a way better model, also way simpler, which was kind of cool. And then now we're like heading up to v7, which is just like more streamlining, which has been the same for version 5 and version 6, and you know, just like the idea is to like not introduce too many new things. We've been pretty much like the same API since version 4. Just a few small changes here and there. All right. So we got this thing. Actually, if we go to nano HTML, then here's a bunch of files that we got. Also, who's in the channel? I like knowing who's around. Oh, cool. Andre Pop is there. Nice. Welcome. Electrical skateboards tuning in again. Happy you're all here. Fun fact, I used to follow like Andre for like years, pretty much since I started out with JavaScript. Hey, super cool workflow. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. If I remember correctly, you used to like work on React. Maybe you still do. I haven't like kept track. But I just remember like reading all the modules everyone was putting out like around 2014, 15. All right. So what we're gonna do. So gonna early adopter, like super early. Yeah. Yeah, I started doing React like 2 months after they announced, and I put out my then they announced their thing, Flux architecture. I like put out the first version of Barracks like way early. I don't know, I was really involved with that, and just there were like, I don't know, maybe 20 people or something like putting out modules consistently, and yeah, I was like catching up on everything. It's really cool. I still haven't like tried Canvas. God damn it, we need to do a thing here. So the idea is to move all these things except for the .git thing into what Bell is right now. Actually, let's take a look at the Bell README. a simple element and pass it to the DOM, data down, actions up. Use with or without HyperX, use YoYoify to build. Yeah, I feel like we should change most of this and then keep like Shama's attribution, and then we should be good. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, sick. Go to bus stop is adding util.promisify to browserify, which is super cool. Because apparently that doesn't exist yet. Oh god. My alarm is like super loud. Ring. Just buzz. Alright. Unescaping. Similar projects. Vel. Oh, it's so much fun. This was created 3 years ago. August 18, July 26, 2015. Examples. Git ignore. When did we make this? July 26, 2015. Virtual L. It's before we could do like proper template strings. This was Bell before it was like Bell. It's kind of fun. Which was in turn based off base element, which is earlier in 2015. Forgot when. There have been like so many iterations of this stuff, and now like finally Google acknowledges it and has like lit HTML, but it's like the same iteration of the same stuff we've like been doing for ages. It's kind of cool. But yes, all right. So the idea is that we're just gonna like replace that. Holy fuck, we get 33,000 downloads a month. That is hold on. Open image location. Oh, like that. Damn it. View image. God, I can't find it. Oh, well, never mind. That's pretty cool though. All right. Oh wait, if I log in, open README. Yeah, I know. Also, hey. Oh god, I'm not gonna do that. Copy mark that. I know. Also, hey. All right. I'm sort of like stalling. Like I said, it's a really slow day today. Yeah. So we're on the branch nano HTML. Sorry. Ranger. What? Oh, ranger dot slash, because we renamed it to nano HTML already. Bench, like all the elements are gone. Oh. Yes, okay, so we're just gonna delete like that. Ah, damn it. So the idea is we delete all the things, then we open up a new tab, then we copy all the files, and then we paste them in, and then we like commit. So we're able to like replace all this stuff. Hopefully, that's the idea. How do I delete this? D R? No, D. Yes. Okay, great. All right. So here we have these files. So Ranger. Oh. TA? No. T. How do I do tab and ranger? Tab and ranger. Brady Potato. Hey. Also, hey, Wes and Grim. Official user tab. Tab. How do I do a tab? Tab. O, Alt, N. Damn it. Tab new. Oh, TN? No. NT. No. T? I can't. Does anyone know how in Ranger how to like open up a new tab? I have no idea. Alt number to create a new tab. All right. So that's Alt. Oh no, that doesn't work either. We're just gonna like figure out Ranger today. I've thought it in the past. Ranger tab, tab, Ranger Unix, or actually man Ranger tab, universal undo key. Go to an X or previous tab. Create a new tab, GN. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Conrariana says, love when tests hang on Sauce Labs. Are you using Zool by any chance? Because if you are, talk to Mateo. We have streams, the readable stream now has a different setup because, fun fact, the Zool module switched to Airtable already. Oh, okay. Because you know the Zool module just routes through like someone's single like instance. It's like a tunnel on like someone's local computer or something like that, which is kind of fucked up. There's so many people use Zool. It's just all going through like the same pipe. It's not good. Yeah. All right. So magic trick was GN. All right. So now we have here, and then we go here, and then we go to nano HTML. It won't even get to the test. Fuck. So hang is improvement. Yeah. I really can't get past like the browser test stuff. It's so screwed up. I've just sort of like decided, yeah, I'm just only gonna like test it on, what was it? Electron. It seems like the better option because like Sauce Labs, it's gonna screw you over. And besides, the inconsistencies aren't that bad if you're just careful. Nano HTML. There we go. Yank. GT, nano HTML, P, paste. There we go. All right. All right. There are if you're working on Note util and support IE9. Yeah, holy shit, yes. Probably that's like the only level of stuff where it's needful. I guess for browserify it makes sense. But like most of your run-of-the-mill applications probably don't. Because if you're like running Babel and you trust that Babel itself is being tested, event supports IE8. Oh god. There's like no point in supporting that anymore, I think. That was horrible. Yeah. I'm sort of like of the opinion if the maker of a particular thing has dropped support for it, then you dropping support for it too makes sense. Switch to nano HTML. We'll just call it nano HTML. Travis YAML. Travis YAML. Node.js 4, 5, 7, 8. Versions. I think we're dropping IE8. Sweet. Initial release, maintenance, start, end of life, 2017. So all we need to support is 8, 9, and 10. 8 and 9, I guess. April 2019. Oh, 6, 8, 9. Cool. 8, 9. Four is in LTS for 6 more weeks. Yeah, fuck it. We're not even like gonna test that. I refuse. Maintenance LTS start, maintenance LTS end, 2016. So the LTS maintenance is up, but it's still not end of life. Yeah, I agree with that. It would be very nice. On the other hand, you could make a script where you like commit just upgrading whenever you're in LTS for all your modules. That'd be pretty cool. I'm thinking of switching off Travis very soon, by the way. There's been like some internal struggles with them where I'm not confident that they have their shit together. Like they're based in rebuilding, and then you every now and then you just hear like a thing. Build kite. There's this one, like the moment these people, like Greenkeeper for Node versions. Yeah. Like the moment these people have like a public build thing available, I'm definitely gonna switch. I like their UI is so much better. They're like friends from Melbourne also. That's really funny. This doesn't work. Integration / build kite. Oh, that's actually funny. So good PR maybe. That'd actually be kind of cool. I still want to switch to this though. For those of you, I'm just gonna like make some promotion for a friend's project. Like, look at this. Look at your builds. Look at how pretty these are. I like this so much. And you get like your pipelines and like some good, pretty much everything you would want. It's all pretty good. I want this a lot. Anyway, they're also like really nice people, and yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna shut up about it. Until then, we use Travis. All right. Travis versions. Let's run an npm install and an npm test. Because if I'm right, then there's still like some stuff failing here. So the local test pass, which is the server tests, and then we like try and run the browser test, and then they fail for whatever reason. Right. All right. Let me actually like show you around this module. So the thing we're doing here today is we're upgrading from Bell, and we're going to rename it into Nano HTML. And the idea is that Nano HTML is a name that's more consistent with the rest of the modules we're using, and B, it should include the transforms, because right now you have the Bell module, which has a transform which precompiles templates called yoyoify. Right, and like bell and yoyoify, they're different things. Also removing the pelo, which is server-side template rendering in source. So we get like server rendering, client rendering, and static compilation of templates in the same package in the same source, which allow us to like focus a bit more. Like the author of this module of Bell agreed to move it in here, so that's pretty good. Which probably means we need to do like one major version release and then deprecate that and tell people to like move to nano HTML, and then we good. So that new installs, they just point and say like, hey, you ought to be like switching, which hopefully works. Oh, by the way, Rihanna, do you like write any Ruby by any chance? Or anyone else like in the channel? Does anyone know Ruby? Because if the answer is yes, I've got 100 lines of Ruby. And we really ought to like do that. Did we talk to Shua about moving Pelo in? I agree it would be helpful to keep them in sync. Oh fuck, I'm not sure if I asked him, but I think I might have mentioned it like a couple of weeks ago. He lives here in Berlin and he came to Node School 2 weeks ago. I don't write Ruby, but I can read it fine. Oh my god. That would be amazing. Because there's this one thing that we desperately need to translate. This piece of code. It's like 113 lines, and I have like no freaking idea what all this like @bn.text stuff is. I think it might be like, I have like no idea. Or like this type of stuff, like I'm so bad at it. Like what is this hash map? How does it work? Because if we can translate this, then we basically have our new diffing algorithm. Oh, okay, cool. So this .a index n.text, where this .a is, I don't know, a at a b. Oh, so this .a equals a and b, definitionalize fallback a b. Cool. Okay, that helps. That's actually really helpful. Maybe we should just like translate this in a sec. Let's update this. Let's push this. Because the idea is the moment we have patience diff working, we're running into some trouble with our diffing algorithm in Chew. There's just some like hiccups there. And the idea is that we basically need to learn Ruby on stream. Yeah, maybe. So while I was like in Tokyo, actually just hanging out in Japan, I came up with this like new algorithm. Well, it isn't like a new algorithm, but it's a statically allocated diffing thing, patience diff. So it's we got our own bytecode basically. Just in so the idea is if you have one array of elements, or like two arrays of elements, right, A and B, then in order to diff, like DOM diffing, what you want to do is you want to convert, like tell A how to reshuffle and create elements to look like the B. Fuck, am I doing a good job explaining this? Basically, this is a formal, like a proper algorithm to diff two arrays and figure out the differences and the minimum amount of changes you need to make to convert one into the other. Which is something we need for DOM diffing, because right now we have a trial and error style algorithm where I just wrote tests until it passed, right? So it was like, oh, cool, let's keep on writing tests. Turns out the algorithm that I wrote ended up being quadratic. So if you reshuffle stuff, if you know, if you've got like just a long array of actual components and they're labeled and they're reordering, not just depending but reordering, it's quadratic. So it can even like crash your browser if you fuck up. So instead, went all out and like went for like a statically allocated thing where we're using, I believe, U16s or something. Learn Ruby on stream. Yeah, let's actually do that. Why not? Yep. Yeah, screw that article. I can write the article any day. I can't write this any day, so might just do that. All right, flat tree Rust, dot files, playground IRC. Where were we at? We're at nano HTML? No, Bell. All right, so we got this. If we're in test, something fails. Children undefined. So it's our test. So we have like a whole bunch of tests. That's tests or Ranger. Oh my God. Nano HTML. Let's quit this. Tmux A. Let's quit this. Let's open up a new one. Ranger. There we go. So we got our benchmarks with some fixtures. We're just so. Then we have lib, which has our just some files. Append child is for client-side stuff. Set attribute is client-side stuff. Server is just a single file, and browser file transform is also just one file. Then we have our tests. Browser server transform, and this just requires them conditionally, so you can like run them inside of Electron just by saying Electron test. Now this is the file that's failing API, because what's happening here is we're trying to read out, oh God, we're trying to read out this data. Oh, actually can't show it. Damn it, can't show it. So it's trying to read out this data, but it's supposed to cut short the strings, but it's not. So that's a bit fucked up. List button, t equal find, some other stuff. Maybe we feel like look at the git diff. We might be able to figure out what changed and what's causing our bug. So here's the license. How many lines are we adding? We're adding, we're deleting 5,000 lines. We're adding 3,000 lines. So let HTML. I wonder if by any chance we're like running Yo-Yo-Fi. We're supposed to be running it or something, and we're not. I want to spend about 20 minutes trying to figure out if this is the bug, and if it's like not, or if we can like figure out, God damn it, I'm tired. If we can figure out this bug in 20 minutes, that'd be great. And then we'll like do some Ruby. All right. So label. Okay, that's definitely a bug. Nano HTML raw browser. Nano HTML raw server raw browser. That's okay. Convert keywords, dependencies, dev dependencies, types, bell.t.ts, bench, start, browser, main, description. Module, some more stuff. lib/server. Browser file transform, lib/append child, which was named differently. Let's create trees, bench, index, create trees. All right. Bench fixtures app. Then we have bench client. All right. So I can't figure it out, but browser slash elements bell as bell slash append child. Yeah. We just renamed it to oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Wait. It's the same file, right? Am I right? It's the exact same thing. Because I just copied one of them. We definitely just have one in the tree. The yo-yo file one is outdated. Maybe that's it. Bell. True.js bell. Test append child. You have the one without the white space handling, I think. Yeah, most likely. Motherfuck. Raw. All right. Append child. Hope this is it. Let's take a look. Okay, so all these tests pass. And then all of these tests pass. Lovely. That was exactly it. Fix, what do you call it? Test thingies. All right, I'm gonna take a 4-minute break or something, pour myself some water, go to a loo, and then we can like commit this and we're good. La HTML. I literally did a find replace for replace bell with HTML. So lay bell turn into lay HTML. I should have been better with my regexes, but I just wasn't. All right, I'm running to a loo, pouring myself some water. I'll be right back. Give me like just 3 minutes. Check this out. It's like my little watercraft. I got like a little IKEA glass on top. It just fits perfectly. I'm so pleased with like stuff like this. See, because we managed to optimize drinking water for like $5. I know. It's not like an actual optimizer. I just like things like that, right? Like you got your water thing, which is cheap, off the shelf kind of thing, and then like your cool looking glass. Because like, check this out. It just looks so cool. It's like a tiny glass, like two fingers of water fit in here. Just feels so like eloquent. I don't know. Same with like the little home studio thing, home setup I got here. Like most of this stuff is like super cheap. There's just a few things that cost a little bit. Like you can't, if you want like a 4K monitor, it's just gonna cost you like a couple hundred. But right, it's like professional expenses. Like my laptop isn't cheap either, but the rest of the thing, I don't know. It just feels good. My lamp was like €5. That kind of like the Deshamon, the wood was like 10. The rest of the table was like, I don't know, $20, $30 for like the legs. So I got a table for €40, which, you know, if you consider every other standing desk is at least like 400, 500. I just, you know, getting cheap things that work well. I like that. Dan Reeves asks, what monitor do you have? I have a LG one. I forgot which one it is. It's I know it was rated well and it was like, here's a 4K monitor and it's gonna last you a couple of years at least. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll take that. And then I have a Deakin attachment for a table. So it's just like attached. I can move the thing around. And the thing itself costs like $30 on Amazon. Which, you know, it's just feels good. Oh god, that's why is, if I click something happens, I don't know why. Fix white space. All right, so now we have that. Now all of our tests should be passing and we should be happy and everything should. No, I was left clicking. That's why I was like, that's weird. If I left click, it pastes. Like click, click, click. It's left click. I don't know. Maybe it's just fish being weird. Like middle click is supposed to paste. Yeah. I don't know either. Nano HTML. Yeah. Before we like do this. Cha. Tasks, port, HTML, port benchmarks, port tests. I think test is good. We already have them. I'm not sure if we have like the other tests. Transform, test/transform index.js. All right, I think that's good. Fixture works, right file sync. So this is server, right? Test/index.js, require server, require transform. All right, so we're already testing that. That's good. Port test, port benchmarks, port types. Release major, deprecate for Bell, release major and deprecate for Yoify. Oh, cool. Yes, exactly. Oh shit. Hey, you know what? We should export a Babel one. Like, maybe we should like add that, or maybe we should do that as a separate patch, because in the README, For example, we're parcel. We have like Webpack and parcel here. We're like, hey, if you like have a parcel thing, please do this. Just like static optimizations for all the different things people use. If we can do that one for like, if we just move the Babel one in tree, that'd be like pretty great. I could, oh sweet, lovely. Neosia asks, how long do you use Arch for? I've been using Arch since December last year. So that's about like 3 months now as my primary OS. I switched, I got the computer like late November, and then Neosuch. Cool. Is that like no such thing? Nah. Yeah, so I got computer late November. I made the proper switch over Christmas break, like New Year's. So that was like late December. And so pretty much since the start of this year is when I've like been just using it full time. It's pretty good so far. Get to configure everything for better or worse. Deprecate yo-yo-fi. All right, I think that's those. Well, Arch is on my list of things I want to do. Cool. Yeah, I can definitely recommend it if you have some like free time and a bit of, like I said, you're not afraid of pushing through things. Then I can definitely recommend it because the end result is really, really cool. Changes Bell into Nano HTML. Currently using nope, no free time, no like persistence. That's funny. Port types, port benchmarks, release major and deprecate Bell, release major and deprecate yo-yo-fi. To Nano HTML. The main goal here is to merge Bell, yo-yo-fi, and Palo into a single module that does all of these things. Should make it easier to maintain, test, and point people to the right modules. Thanks. All right. Release major and deprecate yo-yo-fi, port types, port benchmarks, port tests. That should be good. All right. Cool. Welcome, Crapaldon, Crapald 0, and Crapaldon. I like the name. That's pretty cool. All right. So we got this PR app. I think that's pretty good. Network request not render, Choo.js. Now there's one more PR that I kind of want to look at real fast because I feel there might have been like some stuff on. I'm glad you appreciate it. Oh God, why isn't this done? Oh, work in progress. That's why. No longer preview. Yes, yes. There's one. I'm trying to read this, sorry. You know what? Let's go in there and update that. Update badge. Choo.js components. Crapaldon says, so you're a freelancer? Yeah, technically. Right now I'm just working on open source through grant funding. So I don't really, I'm not doing any jobs right now, basically. I'm just working on open source full time because I managed to get some money for that. I've got funding until like the end of this year, basically. like the funding for Chew runs out end of this month for me. And then I'm starting a new project, which is live streaming video using the DApp protocol until the end of the year, which is going to be fun. But yeah, before that, I used to freelance like a bunch. And before that, I had like grant funding. So it's sort of like on and off. When I'm like not grant funded, I just pick up jobs. I do miss like having an office though with like human beings, because I just started like streaming because otherwise it gets a bit like lonely. Now there's like people in chat get to like talk to and share stuff with. Yeah. I love the DIY philosophy. Ubuntu is really bad. I'm not sure if Ubuntu is bad. I'm not sure if I agree with that statement. Like you're fine to have like your own opinions, but for me, just I appreciate how easy things are on Ubuntu. Like it mostly just works. Because if you spend enough time with Arch, you're just like, oh god, I just wish things would work just every now and then. Yeah. So Conriana says there's got to be 1 million co-working spaces in Berlin. That's right. But the thing for me with co-working spaces is when you're co-working, it's really easy to not talk to anyone because you're just doing your own thing. And I miss that part, the part where I'm not just doing my own thing, but I'm working with other people. I get a chance to like share and collaborate and like have coffee, or, you know, oh, we're going on a company lunch, and you just go somewhere. Someone's like, hey, office party, and it's like your actual coworkers. Sort of added to that, everyone in Germany speaks German. And while I understand German, it's I'm not fluent at all. I don't have like yeah. So it's a very different vibe. I miss having like coworkers I can like talk to, like in the same physical space. Yeah. Components. All right. So let's update this patch real fast. Preview. Index.js 252. Preview. Chew.state.cache. Chew.state.cache. Cache. All right, so that's good. We're gonna skip over this one because the other one is fair. Components footer / identity components / footer filter button. We don't need that. Index clear button. We don't need that either. To-dos index. We don't need that either. Header. That one's gone. Info. That one's gone too. All right. Remove static methods from example. All right. I'm getting kind of chilly in here. Just gonna crank up the heater. I know I should put on a sweater, but I'm really enjoying just like not having a sweater for a change. Let's just pretend it's summer. All right. And then there's like one more issue here, which we'll just quickly take a look at. And once that's done, let's learn some Ruby. I can't do that for shit. Simpler is better. Okay, so we have a thing where we say this.cache equals LRU, new LRU. And the LRU cache would start evicting components that are still on the page if you have a lot of them, e.g. 120. I think components that are still mounted should always stay in the cache. Maybe we can have two caches, one plain object.mounted and one LRU for user provided, unmounted. Then we can use onload to move components into the unlimited.mounted cache onload and move them to abandoned unmounted cache on unload. That's a pretty good idea. Dan Reeve says, felt like it was almost summer yesterday, but today is radiant cold. Fuck, yeah. I can relate a lot to that. Yeah, I wish it was summer. I kind of miss summer. All right, Seth Thompson says, simpler is probably better. I like your suggestion, go to bus stop. But there's one other idea. I wonder if it makes sense to have separate caches per component class. I guess it would be nice not to thrash header, footer, button, singleton components if an app happens to have like 1,000 tweet component instances. That would help too. I'd still be worried about the tweets though. As I understand, a list of 100 plus tweets will end up recreating evicting instances during every render, even if their cache didn't change. Yada, 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 yada. Okay, so I think the TLDR is no one has a good solution for this yet. And I wonder what the right solution is. Because I don't know. I think this is a reasonable idea. Maybe we should like emit a debug event to be like, yo, we're now evicting stuff. Fuck, it's like such a thing you might like run into trouble with if you're not careful. Krapalma asks, what's a micro break app? It's an RSI timer, so I don't type for extended periods without taking breaks because that really fucks up your wrists. Just checking out this PR earlier. What's the thought behind state.cache component and name render to manually cache components? So Dan, the idea is if you have a component instance, actually, we made this thing on stream. So if you like really want to see the whole thing, we did a full stream about it like 2 days ago. But the short version is, we need to have a way to manage instances of things. So when you create an instance of a class, you want to keep that instance around, right? And on multiple re-renders, you want to just change the state in that instance rather than creating a new one. And our diffing algo, all it does is it diffs things. It tells you, well, here's the changes. So we need to, just have a thing, a way to cache them. And our diffing algo can't like take care of that sort of by design. Now, the moment we switch to something like lit HTML, we might like be better off, but for the time being, we can't do that. We really can't. Cool. I like this little thing. Oh, I believe that might be like beta only. Whoops. Let's take a look. Oh, got a message. Hold on. Cool. All right. What do we do here? Oh, we can reload this because most of these are like fixed already. And all we have now is this one thing. So, Brianna, do you have like any suggestions as to what to do here? Because I like your idea, but it is a bit tricky though. I don't know. I don't know what the right solution is. Maybe we should just like leave this open and mull about it a little bit longer. Actually, what I'm thinking here, yeah, that's my concern too. We could if we expose the something like this is what I'm thinking. Basically, we don't handle it. We just say, hey, 100 is probably a great default. If you want to like have 10,000 tweets and cache them all, just create a own cache instance. I wonder if that's a solution. It's a bit of a cop out, but we need to pick something that mostly works. I'd rather have like components and a cache, which is sort of mostly working, rather than like not at all. No idea. Yeah, that's fair. All right. I think that's about it for today on this part. Let's learn some Ruby. Oh, we didn't want to go there. So let's create a new repo and call it playground. What's it called? Whatever diff algorithm that is. And then, oh god, it's too warm here now. And then we can like approach that and fix that and just convert it from Ruby 1-to-1. So we're gonna learn Ruby today. And we have about an hour, a bit less actually. So I really need to cut this short at some point, which is going to be, let's just time box it to like an hour to get this whole thing done. All right. So this is the end result. Node playground patience diff. Convert the Ruby diff algo into JavaScript. So what we're just going to do is a 1-to-1 interpretation of the algorithm, and then we can use that to convert it into the bytecode version later down the line. Nothing. Playground patience diff. Oh. So we go to README. We say further reading that references. Then we have our play patience diff somewhere. Do we have patience? We have patience. Patience diff. Nah. Please work. README. There we go. All right. Further reading. Playground patience diff. Oh. Right. So index.js. All right. Patience diff.rb. Let's see if we can like that. All right. I think that's pretty reasonable. So now we have a nice little vertical split or a horizontal split. And we can look at this. Hey, welcome Anonymous. So we create a new struct. Anonymous says, damn, you made me want to use Vim so bad. I'm glad people are like, hey, Vim is kind of cool. I like Vim a lot, so whenever someone says they like Vim too, it just makes me happy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a bunch of like copy all the structs. I don't know what the difference is between a struct and a class. Hey, if anyone knows that, then help is very welcome. I know it's cool, but I can't make it replace PHP Storm for the moment, but it's my current target. That's cool. Well, yeah, if you're like interested in my dot files, they're just on my GitHub under dot files. Oh, hey, welcome, Petit guy. You got an interesting name. Tipiak? Tipiak? It's kind of cool. Where are you so glad I switched to i3? Nice. That's cool. Hey, welcome, Kodemon CV. Nice to see you again. All right, so I don't know what these things do, right? Attribute accessor, previous, next. So colon previous, colon next, match struct new a line a b, colon previous, colon next. I don't know what that is. Oh, cool. I left Fundle to use Vimplug. A lot lighter. Yeah, agreed. So attribute accessor, previous, next. Serious patience. Match. Capital match. Match case. Match at new A line. Counts up map. How are slice and match used? Yeah, I'm not sure. So here what we're doing is we're count stop map do end. If this is anything like the thing, then this returns the result, right? Def unique matching lines. Attribute accessor creates a property you can get and set. Interesting. So count stop map do unique matching lines. So then we get match from here. And then we do A, B, match, question, match A line. Oh God. Subslice tail head. See, they're writing very Ruby-ish Ruby, I feel. Which is interesting. Oh no, what's going on? Tell me more, Kodemon TV. Maybe we can. All right, fine. Looks like struct new creates a class with the property names passed in arguments. Ah, interesting. Well, I thought struct new, what it did was just like that. Oh wait, a.low, a.high. Oh yeah, that would actually make sense, right? A low slice.a-low. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. A do expression is like a closure. Yes. So what I think you're right. It creates a low, a high, b low, b high, but then it also defines these methods on the struct. That makes sense. Papa Plays asks, is it okay to link to a streamer directory? Yeah, for sure. No problem. I don't mind being linked to things. How can I fix fucking tearing? I don't know. I don't know what tearing is. Like a canvas or something? I'm not gonna click a random link, by the way. If someone can convert that is not something that we can't show on stream, then I'll click it. Otherwise, nope. All right. Maybe if you like describe what you're like running into, that might be like helpful. It's okay. Okay, cool. Tearing. It's a picture of stream. Oh my God. It sounds like you may need, I'm not seeing what the problem is, but maybe you need to update your drivers. Maybe that's it. This, I'm not seeing the problem. Does anyone see what's not working here? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know if I can help you there. All right. So let's start off with, in this case, we want to have a prototype. We pass it arguments, and then we set it on this property, and then we define a bunch of methods. So function slice, right? It takes A low, A high, B low, B high, right? And then this dot A low equals A low, A high, B low, B high. All right. Actually, let's just turn this into a class for constructor for brevity's sake. Like that. Like that. All right. And then we have a range, which gives us numbers between A and B. Let's just return a tuple for argument's sake. A low, this dot A low, this dot A low, this dot A high, B range, B range, this dot B low, this dot B high, and not empty. I don't know what the question mark is there. Does anyone know that? Return this dot A low small and this dot A high, and oh, the question mark is part of the name. Oh, right. Interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. Let's just name that. Yeah, let's just keep it as not empty. Omit like the question mark. We could call it is not empty, but doesn't matter. This dot A low high and this dot B low small and this dot B high. Slice is defined but never used. All right. Now our writing space is kind of tiny. All right. So we call another class match constructor. Question mark and names are a bit awkward to me. I've never written Ruby, so I can't really judge what is and isn't okay. Like if the standard library had question marks everywhere and you're like predominantly a Ruby writer, author, right? You're just like used to it. I'm not used to it either. So for me, it's also a bit like foreign. Right, so we want to take a constructor. Oh, fuck. Want to have a constructor that takes A line, B line, this dot A line goes A line, B line, right? And now we have the accessor. Yeah, cool. Ah, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we have attribute accessor previous next. I guess that gets previous from a line or something. Get attribute or something like that, right? And that returns I think previous and next are empty properties here. Interesting. After accessor Ruby. Let's just quickly look it up, what this does. So someone says, I'm having a hard time understanding attribute accessor. Let's say you have a class person. Obviously, we never define method name. Oh, we never define method name. Let's do that. Okay, so you got define name, return that, right? As we can read the name, yada, 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 yada. So it just reads the attribute name. So adder reader name, adder accessor name, adder writer name. So you can read and write the property. Person.name. Okay, so we can get and set them, I guess. We can just write that value next and previous. So I guess in JavaScript, we would just say this.next and this.previous are empty. So yeah, you're entirely right. Cool. Cool. Yep. So we just define them as null, which should make sense. I guess structs in Ruby are kind of fun because they're like static. They're only like one type and encoded as you can only like set these things. So and these are shorthands for like allowing things to be written in there. I don't mind it. This.next equals null. Prev equals null. All right. That makes sense. Class match. Slice and match are never used. Who would have thought? Oh, interesting. I wonder if that's possible. I don't know. I've so is that more using. Interesting. All right. So now we have another class patience. All right. Actually, let's define it like that. This might be a little bit easier to read. Like that, and if we like swap these around, I can read it nicely there. Yeah, I think I prefer this. So class match, class patience, self.diff. All right, so we define diff, right, which takes A and B and a fallback. What we're going to do is we're not going to define the fallback. We're going to skip over that because the Myers linear is, although a good idea, I think we can like write a better fallback. Fallback function, fallback, throw a new error, falling back. Uh-oh. All right, so we got the self.diff is a static method. Oh, you mean, interesting. Like a static diff. Interesting. New fallback. What does this do? .diff slice. Huh. So recurses or something? No. Oh, it creates a new instance of itself, doesn't it? It does. Yeah, it creates a new instance and then interesting. Fallback AB, initialize. Oh, there we go. Right, there we go. So it calls initialize, I guess, and then it sets the properties fallback and A and B. And then it calls diff on that. That's fucked up. That's really weird to read for me. Var slice equals new slice 0 a.size 0 b.size. Thanks for all the pointers, by the way. This is super, super useful. I never thought we'd like be doing Ruby on this stream, but I guess we're going full polyglot. So far we've like done JavaScript, Shell, HTML, CSS, which are kind of like related technologies, Rust, now Ruby, oh, assembly, a little bit of C++, tiny speck of C++. I think it's kind of fun. That's pretty cool. In like the 2 months that we've been streaming, 2-ish months. All right. So var slice equals new slice, and then we pass it 0 a dot size. Isn't that a dot length? 0 comma b dot length. I don't know what a and b are, but sure. Return new patience fallback a comma b. Oh, var patience equals new patience, and then we do return patience dot diff slice. All right, and then we do constructor fallback a b equals fallback this dot a equals a, this dot b equals b. All right. So then we have the constructor, and then we have the function diff, which takes a slice. Var match equals patience sort. We have the patience sort function. Oh, here we go. Patience sort is over there. Binary search is over there. Cool. So we can call that a little bit. So we call patience sort. Patience sort. Unique matching lines. Lines slice. If no match, return this dot fallback or fallback diff. Where's fallback diff? Fallback diff slice at fallback dot diff out slice. Return fallback dot diff slice a dot range b slice b dot range. That's fucked up syntax. Let's just call fallback with this dot a, this dot b, or slice. There we go. All right, so now we have that. We can continue on this path where now we're here. What we do here is var lines. Oh, actually, function patience sort. Let's just define the functions and implement them later. Also, it's going to be like really interesting to test this because we have no frame of reference. At least I don't. So yeah. Seb Decker says the beard game is strong today. Hey Seb, how's it going? How's the HTTP2 module stuff coming along? I was thinking the other day, it would be like really cool to port your so for those of you who don't know Seb, hey Seb, he's done like a whole bunch of work on HTTP2, and I met him in Singapore a couple weeks ago, which is really cool. It's got this like cool module to create self-signed certificates and like reuse them using SSL, which is it's really neat. Anyway, var patience, sort to do, implement, and then we copy this, and then we like do this and that and that and that, and then we have unique matching lines there. All right, at least that gets rid of those errors over there. All right, so var lines equals an empty array, and then we have var a line equals a at low line. We can actually do the funky syntax. A line, comma, B line equals fuck it, var a line equals slice dot a low, B low, like that. And then we need to loop over until we break, return until we return. All right, fun. All right. There we go. So while true, AP match. Huh, interesting. I don't know what this syntax does. Let's just take a look. So we got a match, b match, a next, b next equals match, question mark, match a at line. All right, so if we have a match, a next and b next become match a line there. Okay, so let's statically allocate these, or fuck it, let's just do it in line. No, fuck, we can't do that. Var a next, b next. So we need to do it outside the loop. A next, comma, b next equals match. Super confusing syntax. Fuck it. If match, a next equals match dot a line. And then we do that for b. Oh. B next equals match dot b line, and else a next equals slice dot a high. Otherwise, we have b next equals slice dot b high. Cool. And then we do a subslice, and then we like do more stuff, and then we like recurse further. All right. I wonder how we can like test this. Oh, Seb says, oh, I'll get around to testing and fixing link support soon. Sorry, it's taking a while. I did just add a ephemeral mode to TLS keygen that's hunting for test CI. Just gives you key cert buffers ready for use. No more checking in self-signed PM files. Test fixtures that expire and break the bill a year later. Oh, sick. That's really cool. Oh, Papa Play says, you're live on devstream.tv. What? Watch one developer live today. Oh my God. That's really cool. Thank you. That's really cool. Thanks, Papa Plays. Yeah, like don't worry about the Linux support. It's pretty good. It mostly works. It's just that Firefox doesn't detect the thing. right? That's about it. They just add a ephemeral mode. That's also really cool. This is super cool. Oh, by the way, I was thinking, I've got a API suggestion. wait. Hold on. I'm gonna divert because Seb's in the channel and we can show things. Playground TLS keygen. Damn it. TLS. No. All right. Grab playground. Grab March. Feb. Ugh. Playground. Configure club event target failure HTTP2 push. Ah, cool. Playground HTTP2 push. All right. So here we have index.js. And so Seb, the thing that I was curious about, oh fuck, we can't really like that, is we're awaiting key insert here, right? And all it gives us is the paths to the key insert. And then like 100% of the time, you will not just want the paths, you'll actually want the actual keys and inserts. So I was wondering, is there a way we could just make this return the keys and inserts? Because I don't know, I just felt like, oh god, I'll always want to do that. If it just gives us the actual keys and inserts, then we can like evade doing stuff like this. It's a minor nit, but it was sort of unexpected for me. Also, if it doesn't make there on the there's ephemeral buffers. Oh, cool. Okay, that's really cool. Also, I had to do a make there here. So if you like pass a directory and it doesn't exist yet, it still like needs to make them. If you could just like auto make them, it would be like slightly more ergonomic. Just like, oh hey, here's some directories. You misspelled the thing, but it doesn't matter. We'll just write it. It'll always succeed. I don't know if that's a weird suggestion, but I guess sort of feedback of the stuff that was unexpected for me. Because if we could like ditch this, and if we could like ditch this, then, you know, it becomes easier to write off the top of your head. And also that and that we don't need, right? It just becomes really, really tiny. Anyway, that's it for feedback today on Seb's module. I like that the ephemeral stuff exists now. That's super neat. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I did not realize that. Yeah, I think I literally just ran into that. I think I got an error and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I need to like make the directories or something like that. Yeah. Oh man, like I'm getting really excited for the Rust H2 thing. I'm just gonna go like all the way off. So this is getting some updates, but it's not there yet. But the moment it will be, it's gonna be part of the hyper crate. Crates.io/crates/hyper. And if we could get like one for Let's Encrypt and one for the local cert stuff, writing things would become like so good. I don't know, I just feel like porting Seb's code to Rust. Or maybe you could port it to Rust. Yeah, haha. I don't know. I just know that I do want that like for all the platforms and all the languages, because that would be really, really cool. All right. What were we doing? We were doing the playground patience diff. All right. So it's like, uh-oh. Because you write C++, right? Also? Or you would. If you've done like Node Core stuff. I would assume you do. I don't know if you actually do. All right. So sub slice new A line, A next, B line, B next. Okay, cool. That's Killer Crisis. What do you mean? It's some really clean code. What code are you talking about? This code or this code? Because the Ruby is really nice, but what we're doing is pretty horrible. Because it's JavaScript. It doesn't look as pretty. So var sub slice equals new slice A line. Oh, actually we can go back there. A line, A next. Oh. A next, B line, B next. And then we have our subslice, and then we do var head equals that, var tail equals also that. Been learning JavaScript is pretty fun. Oh, glad you like it. Then we do match head, which is a separate function that we haven't written yet. Don't worry about English. It's no one is good at it. Oh, interesting. Match head. Are we defining inline functions now? I don't know what we're doing on that line. Because if we're defining like a closure there that returns a thing, that would be pretty cool. It kind of looks like we are. But maybe it's like a function. I don't know. I don't know what that does. The block is a closure. Why is it named though? I wonder. Right, so that's the only thing. So it's just a named closure to perform an operation. The block is passed as the last argument to match head. Could you expand on this? Because I'm not sure I understand what's going on here. It looks like a self-executing inline function of sorts. Is that correct? Oh, hey, welcome, Evil Chrono? Evil Chrono? Cool name. Happy you're here. All right, match head. So are we literally doing var head equals head plus edit? Are we doing this? Head.concat subslice. Yeah, I don't know either. It's so weird. All right, maybe we're missing a link somewhere. Implementing patience diff. Match head. Oh, here we go. I just forgot to add these. Def match head. There we go. No, like that. Okay, cool. So this is just a concatenation of all the things. Oh, wait. They're indented, which means that match head and match diff till it takes the subslice and remembers stuff. Top line is Ruby, bottom line is JavaScript equivalent. Oh, cool. Ah, okay. Okay, so it's just a callback that's passed as the last argument. all right. Cool. Editing, yeah. So these are probably standalone methods, right? Let's just pretend they are. Cool. So we're just going to define these methods. So we're going to do var. Do they return anything? No, they don't. So match head takes the first argument of sub slice, and then they return Oh, what the fuck? The yield diff edit new. That's weird. Oh, we haven't even like gone there yet. All right. All right, so we pass it subslice and the callback of edit. Oh, yield is used to call block equals closure. Interesting. I thought it was like yield as in JavaScript yield, where you it's unsugared await syntax, basically. It's a way to stop the code. But I guess in this case, it jumps into a closure. I believe Ruby doesn't have, maybe it does have threading. I don't know how it works. No idea. All right. Ooh, that feels good. Hey. All right. So now that we have this, so we have that, and we call edit here, and then we pass it some stuff. Oh fuck. Okay. All right. Head equals head plus edit. Match tail subslice edit. Tail equals edit plus tail. Tail equals edit plus tail. All right. So those functions aren't defined, which again we can do down here. Function match head and match tail. Oh. Match tail. Right, now we have those. Now it's for sure complaining about subslice not existing. Where are we defining subslice? All right, so, oh, yeah, we're accidentally not naming this thing right. Let's name it that, subslice. Now that's good. Oh, and we're missing one closure thingy, I believe. Aren't we? So edit. No, we aren't. Error function should not return a assignment or something like that. All right, fine. Let's just do that. I hope it's happy now. All right. Subslice, edit, head. All right. Hey, I just drank a liter of water. I'm gonna run to the loo. Give me a couple. Be right back. Hey. Hello. It's really fun to like be looking into Ruby because I've never like written Ruby before. That's not true. I have written some Ruby in the past, but it was like I was learning how to program, and sort of everything from that time is a bit of a blur because nothing made sense. I couldn't relate it to anything yet, right? So if I was like, oh, here's a Twitter clone where I copy pasted most of the code from this like tutorial, right? And then, you know, uni was like, good job on copy pasting stuff. And I was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense because we're copy pasting stuff. And they were like, oh, you know, just accept that you're getting the grade. I was like, I don't want to learn that. Yeah, so bad uni, but I don't know, it didn't stick. Same with like C. Like I learned how to program, and like the C code itself, just I've forgotten about now. But like now that I'm learning Rust and I'm looking at Ruby, I'm sort of seeing a lot of the things where they come from, and I wonder. I'm not entirely sure yet. I feel like Rust is definitely a better Ruby. If I had to compare, yeah. Because like Ruby doesn't seem to be afraid of having lots of syntax for stuff, which may be where JavaScript gets the syntax stuff from. I don't know. For example, the match head subslice, where the closure is put after the match head thing. To me, it's weird that that's passed as an argument because I haven't seen any other language that does it that way. Right? So I don't know. I do not know. But just, yeah. Also the attribute accessor with previous and next like that. I don't know. I just haven't seen anything of the sort. It's just, they were like, oh, here's a very common pattern. Let's reduce it down into like this single syntax thing, which doesn't look like syntax. It's just like a keyword in this thing. I don't know. Yeah. I guess you're right, but it seems like if they're doing it in this particular piece of code in that way, then it is the equivalent of passing a closure or a callback into a thing, right? You use yield to step out of it and go into it, but it's the same as passing the argument down. It's more of like a technical difference. Where semantically you're doing the same, you're intending for the same thing to happen, which to me is, I don't know, I just feel like that is weird. Right? I'm just surprised. All right. Hey, you know what's fun? We can, Linux is ugly sucks. How do we ban someone? Where's the mod tools? Hey, if anyone knows how to ban anyone. Mod tools, follower only chat, clear chat, recent raids. All right, let's full screen this. Let's do a fun thing. Like if someone's gonna say things like that, we will try to figure out how to remove them from the channel. Ooh, block user. Ah, that's not the one we want. All right, so we move that over. How do we move this over? All right, can we move that? Can we move that to 2? No. Ugh. Now let's take this back to 1. Maybe chat, it'll move the thing up. Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, no, great. Thank you. Report. Oh no, that's not the one we want. Ban user, timeout user, mod user. I don't want to turn it into a mod. Ban user. Yes, sweet. Okay, goodbye. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to type it out. Thank you. Oh, actually, I should mod you. Yes. Yay, mod. I mean, if someone doesn't have like constructive feedback, then they, you know, what do we do with them? We don't keep them around. It's pretty easy. Yay. Thanks everyone for sticking around for that. Useless mods. Bye. Unfollow. Aw. Rude. Match tail. For please don't do that. Yeah. All right, where were we at? We were having this closure thing going on. So match lines, and then at the end of it, what we do is lines. What's lines? Lines is a array? A string? I don't know. Plus diff. All right. Concats arrays or strings. Yeah, I think this might be an array. So lines is an array for sure. What we do here is lines.concat head comma diff subslice tail, and then if no match, return lines. Where diff is def diff. All right, so we call this .diff, I believe. Interesting. So we don't have the match one yet. Capital match case, can't do unique matching lines. All right. So that's the next thing we'll be working on, because this seems to be working. What? Fun fact, in Ruby, you can also do a string or array times 3 to repeat strings or arrays. That's kind of fun. Unique matching lines. All right. So we need to do this and do that. Unique matching lines of slice. And what we do is var counts equals, oh fuck. So we have a hash table of sorts, right? Oh God. This is what I was looking at the last time I looked at this. I didn't understand what this did. Hash new, but you get a closure. And every time you allocate anything, the key becomes, or the value becomes this or something. What that text thing is supposed to be. So I think that this might be key value, and then you allocate it as that, right? Or no, hold on. So this is the object itself. This is the hash map itself. That's the key, and then the key thing becomes that. Evil Chrono asks, do you stream regularly or more spontaneous? It's more spontaneously, just whenever I feel like it. Or whenever I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym, I just want to like talk to people or something. Yeah, like initial value. I think that's true. Koinemons is threatening us. Okay, that's fun. Are you, how are you feeling? Are you upset? Are you making jokes? I don't know. Like, please don't like threaten us. That's not cool. Okay. If it's sarcasm, I don't know, it's okay. Like if people are like want to flood the channel, I don't like it's oh, it's a meme. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, like I'm not a young kid. Oh god. My dad works at Twitch. Ugh. Come on, please behave. Like don't be like that. Don't call people idiots on my stream. Alright. You know what we do? We ban? Fuck, where's the ban button? Yep. Timed out. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. I'm sorry. Please be nice. Like, I'm just streaming. I don't want people to be angry at each other. Or, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. All right, let's try and like build this hash map and hope people are nice to each other. var counts. I have a bad connection. I can't read any of your code in 160p, but I like your voice. It's relaxing. Oh, thank you. I'll put the YouTube recording on it later, like tomorrow. I can only upload it 24 hours later. So if you like want to watch it back, I'll probably have a recording at some point. All right. So the hash map thing apparently allows you to create not just a key value store, but define how you create a key value store. So you might like need to create a new class. Tune in next week for ASMR with Yash. Fun fact, I used to study psychology, so we got a little bit of that. Relax. I'm not gonna do that. Unique matching lines, function, hash map, like that. This dot map, this dot state, let's just call it state or something, right? And or a class hash map, like that. Constructor equals this dot state equals like that. Get value. Careful, I may ask for an audio recording of your voice to help me meditate. I consider that a compliment. Thank you. Get value becomes key, I guess. No, or we just call it get and set. Set key value. This dot state key. Okay. Docky, oh God. Are people really gonna flood our channel now? How do we do this? That seems like a troll. Goodbye, troll. I don't care. Just grab the stream and use it as a live ASMR cast. Hash map, this dot state. So we have that. Oh, we need to have the class hash map. This dot state, and then we get this dot state for key, and then we set this dot state for key equals 0, 0, null, null. Right, so we can create a new hash map. Hash map, and then we can get and set values on it. All right, and now for slice a.range each do. So what we want to do is we want to get the tuple of this, of the slice. You're all like making me blush. Oh my God. All right, so in this hash map, in this slice, the lower bound is, what do you call it? We get the range, which is a tuple, or I think it's called a tuple. Yeah, it's a thing with two values. And then we get the lower bound up until the upper bound, and then we just iterate through it. So we just call this range, var range, or here, for var I equals slice.range 0, I++, or I smaller than slice.range 1, I++, like that. It's not the best code, but does the job. var text, var text. Let's just use let here, fuck it. Let text equals at a and dot text. This dot a, oh God. So we're trying to get like this dot a, but yeah. I think we need to define this method on the thing so we can actually get this property. Oh hey, it's not the best code. Okay, how do we do this game again? Goodbye. Like if someone's gonna spam the room, that's pretty pathetic, right? I'm like not impressed at all. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we were copying this thing. Where is it? There we go. So we get this, we delete that. Wild day in chat today, holy shit. Could say that again. How about machine learning to detect the haters? All right, hey, it was cool having you around, Suyuka. Catch you again some other time. Unique matching lines, slice. All right, so we can get the value of this dot a out of it. This dot a, what are we doing? N? Oh, we're calling it n, I guess. All right, fine. Dot text. Counts. I know, where does counts come from? Counts. All right, var counts. All right, cool. Counts that get text 1 plus equals 1. Damn it. So we can't just increment that value. We actually var val equals, we need to actually go through this whole thing. Adoya says, what's this IDE? We're just using Vim here, coupled with what's it called? Tmux. Just typing stuff. And i3 is the window manager on Linux. Pretty happy about that. I think it's all the same kid. Yeah, probably. Let val counts text get text 1, and then we do counts dot set text comma val plus 1. Right. Holy shit. Does anyone know what this is? Like counts text to, we pass it a closure which equals n. I have like no idea. If anyone knows what that does in Ruby, that'd be like pretty useful. Oh, that equals or. X or equals y equals x equals x or y. Ah, interesting. So either the value is set or we set the value. All right. Shapegum says Xmona is my window manager choice. Yeah, that's cool. I never learned Haskell, and that's like sort of a requirement to use it, I guess. All right. So let text this dot a n dot text val counts get text. All right, so we don't need to do that again. We can just get text there and inter equals that, right? No, fuck, we fucked up. So this code isn't correct because we're getting the text out and then text is apparently an array. So we can actually directly set the text, right? Yeah, because we have the text already. Text1 equals text1 plus 1. Shepcom says, I don't know Haskell. I just Googled till my eyes bled. Holy shit. Yeah, I can imagine if you're trying to configure something in a language you don't like know. Pretty intense. That's kind of why I just got like i3. It's all declarative. I think it's like an ini file or something to configure it. I don't know. Takes a couple of hours, not like days, just pretty straightforward. All right, so, oh, that should be index 0, by the way. Text 0 equals that plus 1. And then we can get counts text 0. So text equals that, and then we get from counts. Oh, motherfuck. Counts I get var count or let count equals counts.get text, and then we do count. There we go. Count 0 plus 1, and then the second one, if not, or actually count 2 equals count 2 or n, like that, right? And then those values are set. And then we can repeat this code for slice.range, slice.brange, slice.a range, a range, b range. For var n, let n. Can we just call this let? There we go. Cool. Cool. All right. So now we have that, and then we do counts.select. I don't know what that is. Text count.take equals 1 1. So in this case, counts is a hash map, and select is a, I guess that's a method name with an exclamation mark. Text count.take 2 equals 1 1. God damn it. I have like no idea what this does. Maybe we can like look at it in the article. Oh. select. After this, we scan the lines in A and B that fall within slice, update the counts table for each line we see, incrementing the counts and storing the first line number at which we see a line. Then we filter your table using count select to select only those entries whose occurrence counts are both 1. And finally, we map the remaining entries to a list of match objects containing the line numbers from each document. Here's the full function. Fuck. All right, I don't know what this does. The bang means it mutates the object. Select is probably filter. Yeah, we don't have filter on objects though in JavaScript, right? No, we don't. So what we want to do is for X and keys kind of stuff. So we want to iterate over all the entries and do stuff to them. See, this algorithm is rather, it's an algorithm, all right? So far we've defined like so many structs already. It's pretty intense. All right, let's take a look. So count to, or 1. And then we have counts.select, so filter. All right, cool. So we just need to go object keys over the state of the hash map. So object.keys hashmap.state counts.state dot filter, I guess. No. Wait, so we update the thing, right? That's weird. I guess we do a I guess we just iterate over them. So text count.take. So we just compare the first two values, right? So we would select this and this, and then that would be that. Iterate and delete keys that don't match. Yeah, probably. So then we have, like, these fields aren't labeled for some reason, right? H text 0, N, 0, N, and then we just look over them and see if these are things. Interesting. Iterate and delete keys that don't match. Huh. I'm thinking we just like allocate a new object there. Because then we want to map over counts again. And all we want to get out is A line, B line, I guess. Like what does this do? It returns a value, right? It returns this map because the last value or something, and that just like returns probably. So object keys counts.state. And then we go over this and then we dot for each. Okay, so var res equals new object. Looks like it returns, yeah, exactly. And then we call val. So technically what we could do is if it's out of a if we just called it a map, we would get a stream of key values, but let's not do that for now. Val, or actually it's key, var val equals counts.state val. Oh, syntax error there. Counts.state val. All right. La. Yeah, also sorry that that person was like being rude. I don't get it. That's not cool. Glad we're pretty chilled. Back to being a chill channel today. I don't know if they're still watching. I actually don't care also. Counts.do. I just care if people are nice to each other. So var val, then we have the val, and then we get Modern Age of Empires stream back in the day. That's sick. Cool. Can't imagine that was a stream for the ages. Sorry. I'm really pleased with my joke, by the way. It's not good. Yay. All right. So count state val. So val. What do we do? Count.take text count. Yeah. So this is, what is this called? This is called count again. Count.state val var count. Counts.get key. Oh, we just call this text. Then we get our count back, which is the thing we want. And then if count 0 equals 1 and count 1 equals 1, res text equals counts. Sure. The jokes you laugh while telling them are the best kind. Yeah. I'm not ready to be a dad yet, but I'm working on my humor. I want to get some cats soon though, so I might become like a cat fodder. Just have like a bunch of like two cats in the apartment, just hang out. I appreciate everyone just like hanging out and just doing learning Ruby, doing Ruby together. That's really fun. Res text equals count. Where are we at? Oh yeah, here we go. We just filtered the thing, and then res, I guess counts. We just remap counts, right? No, we don't. Var counts, and then where's res? Counts, and then we do counts equals counts remap, and then in turn we do counts.map. Actually, we don't care about any of that, do we? Text. We just push into the thing. Var counts equals that, because we no longer care about that. Counts push count. Count array. Nah, fuck it. We need to rename it to stay consistent with the source. Counts equals underscore counts, and then return counts.map. And what do we get? We get a count. And then we do return new match count.a line, count.b line, right? All right, cool. Cool. Let's document this. It doesn't have a hash map like Ruby does. Count 2, count 3. Oh fuck, you're entirely right. A. Var A line equals count 2. Var B line equals count 3. A line, B line. All right, so now we have this code. That's a really good catch. That would have like been a major bug otherwise. So we iterate over counts. Ruby does do I want to pass a callback? What was the deal again? Want to create fancy values when we insert a key. To port. All right. All right, so now we have that. The key should be a default value if it does not yet exist. I'm not sure what you mean by that. In the hash map, I think we should only ever use get inside get. The key should be set to the default value if it does not yet exist. I still don't know what it means. Sorry. So in the hash map, get should be, we should only use get inside get. Oh, yeah, no, so that is a get, right? We just access it for the key. And set actually sets it for the key with like the values and stuff. Key value. Counts text 0 plus equals 1. So it never sets, right? It just creates that thing over there. I'm still not sure what you mean. If we call get and this set key is not set, it needs to be set to the default. Oh really? Oh right. So var val, what you mean is this. If not val, this dot set key. Val equals this dot state key. Return val like that. Right? That's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked up code. All right, I appreciate it. I trust that is actually needed. But still, it's very non-JavaScripty code. It feels. God, I'm actually happy that we're like starting off by just translating this one-to-one, because I started back in December. Also, the reason why I stopped doing this is because I was translating this to like the other version, which yeah, this is way better for sure. But we already have like 150 lines, whereas the Ruby one is just over 100, 130, 113. So that's definitely way more code. Okay, so patient sort, right? Which takes matches. Var stacks equals new array. Then we go over matches. Matches.for h do h match var I equals binary search stacks match match.prev equals stacks. All right. If I bigger than equal or 0, match prev equals stacks I plus 1 equals match. Cool. And there we go. Var match equals stacks.last. If no match, return null. While match.prev.next equals match equals match.prev, like that. So until we like run out or something, return match. So function binary search is not defined. Stacks match. There we go. Var low high. Var low equals -1. Var high equals stacks.length. While low plus 1 smaller than high. Let mid equals low plus high divided by 2. If stacks mid dot b line smaller match dot b line, low equals mid, else high equals mid. And then we return the lower bound eventually. That makes sense. Getting all sorts of messages from people. Yeah, really fun. I made tonkatsu broth yesterday. So I boiled pork belly for, well, I boiled some pork belly, then ate the pork belly, and then boiled all the bones for like 7 hours. That's not true. So the 2 hours first, like 5 hours in total, and like just the whole house was like smelling like delicious soup. Was really, really happy about that. Return low. What's the break condition here? Well, low plus 1 smaller than high. All right, so that's a break condition. Eventually this runs out. Cool. Oh, so that's outside the while loop. Cool, yeah. This translates pretty well, I think. Def fallback diff. All right, so that's not a thing we want. Cannot open channel. Oh my god. Vim index.js. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All of our code just disappeared. That fucking sucks. Or no, it didn't. Okay, glad. All right. So now we need to implement match head and match tail, and that's about it. Cool. I was afraid for just a second. All right. So match head and then match tail. Let's see if did we actually update this code? We didn't, did we? We did. All right, cool. So match head takes a slice, and then while slice.notEmpty, slice.length, and oh hey, my video is like lagging. Wait, hold on. That's better. Cool. All right. So while slice.length and this dot a slice dot a low. Fuck, this needs to be a method on the thing for sure. Function patience sort, function unique matching lines. There we go. Match head. This dot a low equals this dot b slice dot b low. Oh, dot text. All right. And then we like create a new block and then paste some code in there, execute the callback, I guess. It's also really weird because you're like stepping out the function with the yield thing, but looking at the function itself, you don't know that we're passing this thing in there, right? So that's a bit odd. All right. So while not empty, while slice.length and this .a text equals this .below text, we get a callback and we yield diff edit new, right? What the hell? Yield diff edit new. So we pass this into that, I guess. Fuck, that's so weird. All right, so we have that there. And then we have callback here, right? And we pass callback diff : edit. So where does diff come from? Edit new. I don't know what this is. Oh, my phone is making weird sounds. All right. So what this is saying, the match head and match tail methods take the subslice and collect any matching lines that appear at the end or start of the slice. Remember that slice between unique matching lines may still continue. Yeah, I think so too. They just weren't unique across the whole slice under consideration, or they weren't included along subsequence. These methods adjust the offsets of the subslice for any lines they consume and return lists of diff edit objects for matching lines. Struct diff. Complete code. Where's the, are we seeing any diffs here? Match case. def diff. All right. Diff edit. What in the hell? I think we missed the line here. Has this article been updated? Match.next def diff. Here's the full method. Loop do. All right, so let's take a look. Diff slice, def diff, a match, match head, match subslice. Yeah, this looks like the method we defined, right? Diff slice. But then now it's been changed. Fuck. Diff : edit new : equal a match line unless match. Fuck. This algorithm is a bit annoying. Fuck. Equals a match line. Yeah, just the object describing the change. That sounds about right. Def match, def stuff, GitHub, jcoglin, GitHub. Let's see if we can get the diff algorithm out of here. Diff git, no. Def for unhosted remote storage, no. Parsing techniques, also no. Damn it. So that code is not public. Def match had, slice new, fallback diff, def diff. Is there a follow-up article? Patience diff algorithm? Diff? No. Highlight match case? No. None of that. Ugh. Diff edit. Diff edit new. Damn it. I'm not seeing the thing we're looking for here. Building git.launchrock.com. Damn it. So this part has been changed for sure. Right? So while true, if match, var subslice. So we're no longer, oh yeah, we're still looping over thing. So we get subslice, then we say lines plus equals diff. Lines.push. Lines.concat, right? If not match, return lines. Yeah, I was looking at the previous articles, but it's not being mentioned. So it's just sort of coming out of nowhere. It's sort of making a big deal out of it, I guess. Because now calling colon equal, which I don't know what that is. Oh, further down it says to replace the lines with the match head stuff. Oh, all right. All right. We've not done that. Let's modify our diff method to include that. Take subslices and returns list of diff edit objects, right? And it just says like, oh, you know what? Now let's just do this stuff inline. So it never defines the struct of the diff edit, does it? Class patients, class slice. Arrays of diff : line methods. So here's what I wonder. Because there's the other algorithm, which is not the Myers diff algorithm. Diff, match case. So the next one in this series would be the Myers algorithm part 2. Diff. Here we go. Module diff. Diff line equals struct new. Number text. Right, def self.lines. Is there an edit thing here? Edit. Diff : edit new. There we go. Module diff edit def text new number. Here we go. That records the type of diff edit. Deletion, insertion are equal, and line from each file is appropriate. We'll also have a few convenience methods that will be making this easier to do stuff here. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, no worries about missing stuff. God damn, there's so much stuff to this thing. I'm a bit getting a little bit tired here. We've been going for how long? Let's take a look. We've been going for almost 3 hours again. Ugh. I kind of just want to finish converting this stuff. So the module diff here, let's update our thing here just so this works. Edit. Module diff. Update secret gist. So we call the edit thing and then we call a new version of this and then we get that. And it's just a new object with a bunch of like methods and stuff. All right. So in our code, match head is var diff equals new diff. And then diff.edit, we pass it some values. Right. Chunk bounce check. The patient's, oh, whoops. Module diff, implement patient's instructions. Edit struct new type def old number. All right. Okay, so we need to define a class diff. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit sleepy. Constructor, it takes type, old line, new line. New line. This dot type equals type. This dot old line equals old line. And then we copy this one, new line. Angry Moose on the Loose says, there's plugins to imitate Vim in browsers. Yeah, that's right. The reason why I wouldn't use that is because browsers are a little bit limited. And instead having like having access to like your local file system is really convenient for a text editor because it means you can like work offline. Whereas if stuff is in the browser, you're a lot more limited in what you can do. Just, you know, because if you have a text editor in your browser, you also need to get in the browser. You need to run other stuff or like some way to communicate. It's just kind of inconvenient. So I much prefer this. No, I mean few functions. Oh, like that, like the JK stuff. Oh yeah, I used to use that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Sort of so it is really convenient. But if you're building websites, being able to navigate using the keyboard the way everyone else would, because very few people have the Vim key bindings, right? So if you navigate the website or your websites just using keyboard, you'll quickly find out where it like falls short. So, you know, being like everyone else helps in that case. If you care about like having good keyword navigation, it can help you like user test. That's the main reason why I switched off it. Yeah. Vim off with special taggers. Yeah. Diff edit, struct new, blah, 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 blah. Old number, new number, text. All right, I don't know what that is. I don't think we need to care either too much about that. I could really go for some lunch now. So, okay, the thing I care about right now is unique matching lines. Now we have that. Is the match head thing, which we were looking at. Match head : equal. I don't know what that is. Ruby. What is that? Side note, generic equality equal hash equality. True if object and other refer to same hash key. One dot equal. I don't know what they're doing there. So we're creating a new div dot edit. Damn it, we're just creating a new div. Right, are we? Edit. New edit. Diff edit. Something like that. Edit like that. And we're supposed to pass it some arguments, which is the first is : equal, which I don't know what it does. And then we got this dot a slice a at low, b dot low, match head, and then we pass that into this. Right. All right, so if we look at this thing, then we get type : equal old line, new line. Old line, new line. Type, and then we use this to get the edit. head, tail. So those are both empty. So calling equal is just a simple, just a string. Oh, okay. Okay. So we can just call equal this dot a dot slash dot a high, right? Match head. Strings in Ruby are all separate instances, but all symbols with the same name refer to the same instance. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Oh, because it saves allocation or something. That's actually really cool. Or actually, I wish that was the reason, because we're allocating all over the place in this thing. But I guess, you know. So match head gets A low and B low. A low, this dot B slice dot B low, right? Or edit, and then we pass that into edit there. Match head slice dot A low plus equals 1. Slice dot A low plus equals 1. Slice dot B low plus equals 1. All right, and because it's like mutating in the callback, that should be all good. Def match tail, slice not empty, A high. So basically we replace all the values with B high and we decrement before that. Match head, match tail, slice, callback, slice. So we do this thing there. B high or A high. Skip. B high. Slice dot A high minus 1. Oh, while slice not empty, and A dot slice A high minus 1 dot text. A high minus 1 dot text, and slice dot B high minus 1 dot text. All right, we need to wrap these lines a little bit. Like that. Cool. Var edit, callback edit. Yeah, that's it. Equal B high, A high, A high, A high, B high. All right. That's pretty reasonable. More than one blank line though allowed. Match tail. Match tail. This dot and this dot. All right, there we go. 173, we can remove all of these lines. And then we have this. Patience is defined but never used. Module.exports equals class patience. Unique matching lines is not defined. All right. Now that's the final bit we need to do. Unique matching lines. Oh, it's just this dot unique matching lines. There we go. And that's all errors. The plus ES inside the callback function should also be concats. Ah, gotcha. Cool. Edit, concat, tail. fix bug, whatever. All right. I think this should be most of it. And I know that these classes down here, they definitely need to go all the way to the top, because we can't hoist them. Right, so class slice, class match, class hash map, class patience, unique matching lines, match head, match tail, class diff edit also needs to go to the top. All right. Shuffle lines. Angry Moose on Lose asks, is class part of ES7? I believe it's even part of ES6. It's been there for a while. I guess it makes sense if you're like really used to, it's pretty much the same as doing, say we want to do this, right? It's the same as this, literally. A line, B line, and then, you know, all the properties on this are then defined. But then it has a bunch more, because now we know that saying stuff on this. It just knows a bunch more stuff, and we don't need to call prototype and all that other stuff. So it's a bit like more concise syntax, I guess. Yeah, I'm sort of looking at this code. We haven't tested it yet, but I'm cool with not testing it and just grabbing some food because I'm starving. So let's publish this. Git create, and let's publish it. I need to like ping one person that's relying on this code or is depending on this code, so we can like actually get this. All right. Yeah, it's been good today. Just to like recap, I think we did we updated the 1 PR today, 2 PRs today, and now we have this. Damians, hey, I translated the Ruby thing. Here is cool. All right. I don't feel like there's anything sensitive in there, so I don't mind showing that. All right. I'm really sleepy. I'm gonna go have some coffee. No, have some lunch. Eat some food, go for a swim, and then perhaps work on some other stuff, but off stream. Whew. All right. Hey, thanks everyone for like hanging out. We've been going for almost 3 hours on the mark, which is 2 hours longer than I thought we would go. So, catch y'all some other time. See ya. And oh shit, you sat out for the whole 3 hours. Wow. Good seeing you, Dan. Good seeing everyone. All right. Goodbye. Farewell. I'll have some great food. See ya. Bye-bye.